Horizon Chase Turbo takes the formula of yesteryear's racing games and applies it to a modern day format. Good day everyone, OG Alpha here. Sorry for the long wait, but I am back with another OG Games review, and I'll be reviewing Horizon Chase Turbo, which is a retro-inspired modern-day throwback to fun-ass racers such as Cruising, Top Gear, and Rush, and so forth. Let's put this thing into gear and kick off yet another OG Games review. Let's go. Before we get into this OG Games review, don't forget to hit the sub button and ring that bell to stay up to date on OG Games content. I promise you guys, 2021 is going to be a much better year, promising more consistency and better quality here in the near future. So stay tuned and please ring that bell. Horizon Chase Turbo was developed and published by Aquarius Game Studio in 2018 for all major consoles and Steam, with a limited retail release in summer of 2019 as a follow-up to 2015's Horizon Chase World Tour. Aquarius Game Studio hails from Brazil. I just want to throw that out there as a neat, interesting fact. When you're greeted by the main menu, you have a constantly changing background showing off some of the cars and the different game modes listed off to the side. You have campaigns, which contains the World Tour Championships, where you travel between 12 different real-life locations to do series of races to unlock more cars and tracks. You have the Playground mode, which is constantly updated with seasonal events depending on what time of the year it is, where you unlock special paint jobs and even cars. You have tournament mode with 3 different difficulty levels of cup races, and endurance, where you are put up to the test of up to 109 races in a row. Usually on my reviews, I start off with what I like, but I want to switch it up and discuss the things I don't like first, which aren't many as this game is that good. My only real complaint is that there's no online mode where you can race against other players online. But there is a lap time leaderboard that compares your time against other users from around the world, and you can even race against their ghosts. So that, it's not the same. So you can still compare how you run on the track against, a higher level player, but it's still not the same. But on the plus side, this game does have up to 4 players split screen, so that's great. This is a great couch play game. Get you and 3 of your buddies, just chill, and hell, just have at it. This game is that fun. 4 players split screen is phenomenally fun on this game. That is really my only viable complaint about Horizon Chase Turbo. Now I do have some random niggly things to me that maybe the developers could have implemented in the game. Like I said, it doesn't even affect the game, but just something like, maybe they could have added this, they could have added that, But with this being a racing game, figure they should have added slip streaming and maybe even drifting, being able to drift around the corner and stuff like that. But the slipstream definitely, you drive behind it and your opponent like NASCAR, and you can pull out and get the boost, because the person in front of you is taking all the win. Obviously, downforce, blah, 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 blah. Don't want to get into it too much, but, if you play some racing games, you know what slipstreaming is. And, so that's just, something that I thought that, maybe that they could have put in the game. Like I said, it doesn't even hurt the game as it is. And, to me, on some tracks, it can be hard to see driving off the tarmac. There's some levels you go from tarmac to off-road, driving dirt, grass, etc. And at times, the turns can be hard to see, cause you to inadvertently crash, because the colors kind of do blend in together, but it's not horrifyingly bad. But there is some levels where I'm driving, I miss it. I catch the turn last second, I just not hit a sign or a post, whatnot. But like I said, it doesn't affect the game as it is. This game is great. This game is absolutely great and worth every stinking penny. Also, the weather, on some levels, you got the rain and you got the snow blowing at your face. That can also distort your vision a little bit, but at the same time, I like this effect because it adds a little bit of realism to the visuals, but they don't affect like the way the car drives. It's not going to affect the if it's snowing, it's not going to make your car spin out if you go flying through a turn at max speed. It doesn't add any effects to that. It's all visual. As I said before, this game is excellent, worth every penny. It's a throwback to classic arcade races like Top Gear and whatnot, driving away from the realistic simulators such as Gran Turismo and Forza, and I love those games to death. Um, but what I like about this game also, the colorful polygon graphics. I actually like that. With a lot of these indie games, a lot of people kind of put off by the not the realistic graphics, and they're put off by the 8-bit look and pixel graphics and whatnot. I am not. I'm not put off by that. The general ambience of this game is great. The soundtrack, it suits this game perfectly with the reminiscent 80s, 90s synthwave style music, and the cars in general, and how most of them are based on real world autos such as the Dodge Viper SRT10 Coupe. You got the lookalike Jaguar XJ220, the fifth generation Chevrolet Camaro, complete with a yellow and black Transformers S Bumblebee paint job, and the list goes on. But what aren't based on real cars are what I call like the gimmick cars. They're funny. They're just silly. You got like the cable guy hatchback, with the big ladder on the top. And my personal favorite is Francois, the muscles from Brussels. He's doing the Van Damme splits on two motorcycles, so it's funny. And but on top of that, you got like movie-esque cars. Like you got the Batmobile, Herbie. You even got Paul Walker's second gen Eclipse from Fast and Furious. That I thought that was dope. I picked that car quite a bit. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. He's one of my favorite actors. I'm a car guy. I love cars. Some other things I like. I like how the playground mode always gives you new races to complete, and sometimes even new cars and new paint jobs to unlock based on the time of the year, season, or special occasion. Example, like last June they celebrated Gay Pride Month. So some of the cars you get like rainbow stripes and stuff like that. October was Halloween, December Christmas, and so forth. Like they always come up with something new. These guys are very creative, and I really do like that. You know, um, the controls are, the controls feel tight, responsive. Though I did change my control layout, and I have it shown here. But either way, this game is very high paced, as you can take most turns at almost top speed. Especially if you can time your corner entry right. Sometimes you may need to tap the brakes or let off the gas, depending on what car you're driving, because every car does have different stats, which is cool. And you can unlock customizables in World Tour mode. You can unlock performance parts and stuff. So it's cool. I like that. I like that added touch. And on top of that, all the parts you unlock, they apply to all the cars that you unlock. So it's not like, okay, I gotta keep repeating, the challenge race. Because once you get to each location on World Tour, there's a challenge race where you can unlock, your next performance part and whatnot. And it applies to every vehicle that you have. So it's cool. So I like that too. So you don't have to keep coming back with different cars, whatnot. And also, while you're racing, you do have to watch your fuel level. If you run out, you are shit out of luck. You can keep your tank full by picking up the fuel canisters that are lying around the track, and they're always in like specific spots on each track. So it's a good thing to memorize where they're at, and so that way you just keep the car running. You don't got to worry about running out of gas and whatnot, or relying on your nitros to put you around the track until you find the fuel canisters. But another good thing is that when your fuel is low, they do mark them on the map. So, like, as you're coming on the track, kind of try to memorize, also what side of the track is it on. It's on the right side, the left side, whatnot, because sometimes, there's been plenty of times where I just blew right past. I'm like, damn, just fingers crossed that, I can make it to the next, set of fuel canisters. But like I said, this game is worth absolutely every penny. It's like I said, $19.99 on the Switch eShop, unless it's on sale or something. And I recommend this game for any person who's a fan of racing games in general, or you played the old school racers back in the day. you know, and maybe you're not a fan of the realistic sims, you know, like you know what I'm saying, like GT and Forza. You know, I love Forza and I love GT, you know, so I always get those games. Anywho, but like I said, this game's worth every stinking penny. I highly recommend that you guys get it. Uh, get together with some buds, kick back, have some beers, and just go at it. Just go ape shit crazy. But maybe unlock everything before before you call them over, so you guys can have some cars to choose from, the tracks, and more paint jobs and stuff like that. And yeah, and don't forget to pick Francois. That's the best car in the game. It really isn't, but it's funny. Just watching this guy doing the splits through a turn at 200 miles an hour. I don't even. That ends this review. Hit the sub button. Ring that bell if you guys are really enjoying this content. Like I said, I'm trying to dish out more reviews, and I'm trying to up the quality of things and whatnot. I gotta teach myself a lot of shit. OG Games is currently a one-man operation, but as the clock unfolds, who knows? Yeah, man, give me a little team started, but as for now, I am doing everything by myself. The video editing, the recording, the gameplay, all that, and guys, those who support OG Games, whether you just like the stuff, follow, share it, donate, etc. I really appreciate you guys. I really do, and I mean that. And I promise you guys that 2021s will be even better. I'm still in my first year, technically my first 12 months of doing this thing. But I don't want to rant too long because I want to keep my reviews kind of short and right around 10 minutes or less. A little more, a little less, give or take. But yeah, you guys take care. Be safe out there. Still got the pandemic going on. Y'all know what the guidelines are. If y'all don't, look it up. You guys take care. Peace.